especially for those who are facing a very closely contested race. And don't forget, also some contentious ballot measures being decided here in Alaska today.
And you may have seen that on the way to and from work, with hundreds of sign waivers across town trying to get your vote in today's primaries. James Sears joins us live now from the Egan Center, the site of Election Central. James?
Bob and Lauren, that's right. There's not too much action going on here right now at Egan Center, at Convention Central. It was a different case, though, earlier on the streets of Anchorage, and in some cases still going on, where sign waivers are out there competing for honks and votes from drivers for their measures and candidates. Their target, they tell me, is the undecided voters. Drumming, megaphones, and chanting were just some of the things drivers saw and heard on the road. People waving signs are spread all throughout town, mostly during rush hour, focusing on very populated intersections. Some even made a day out of it, camping out, waving to commuters, soaking up the last hours before the polls close tonight, less than 2 hours away. Passionate signers on both sides were shoulder to shoulder in some cases, hoping to get their point across.
We've gotten a lot of honks, a lot of positive people. I just had some thumbs up a minute ago, so a lot of cars driving by. See, there it is, honk honk. Real positive.
It's been pretty receptive. We've had a lot of people waving and supporting us. I've had actually somebody over there from the Vote Yes ask me about why I'm voting no, and he understood my side of it.
Alaskans went to their polling centers in all 40 districts today to vote on 4 ballot measures, primary races for U.S. House and Senate and Alaska House and Senate. The State Division of Elections says this year's primary voting turnout is normal compared to last year. As of this afternoon, it says it got more than 1,000 steady calls for polling place locators. Officials say it's still too early, though, to see the overall voter turnout statewide. But as of yesterday, the number of early voters surpassed 2004 primaries numbers, 1,500 people, with over 5,200 people this year. Though general elections tend to get more voters, some precincts say today they were surprised to see a solid turnout for the primaries.
The last general election was very slow, and this has stepped up quite a bit. So I hope that it's going to continue until 7 o'clock tonight.
I think generally we're expecting more for the general election in November. But folks seem excited. A lot of folks are showing up and just saying ready to vote, grabbing their ID cards, and really excited about it.
Now, for all you procrastinators, the polls are open for another 2 hours, less than 2 hours, till 8 o'clock tonight. And to find your the closest voting location, you can call this number, 888-383-8683. Bob and Lauren.
All right, James, good to see you down there tonight. It's obviously kind of lonely in the early parts of the evening. I understand we're down a precinct this year, though.
That's right, Bob. We are down to 438 precincts across the state. 2 were merged out in the southeast just a month ago. The Division of Elections tells me that's because of low voter turnout in the north part of Prince of Wales. The voters there now have to go to Klawock, and again, they have less than 2 hours to do that. Bob and Lauren.
And obviously, it stays a little quiet at Election Central until about 9 o'clock tonight. That's when our live coverage down there begins tonight, with at least with cut-ins, and then we're on the air live from 10 o'clock on tonight. James, have any candidates poked their head in the building yet? I know it's early.
You know, Bob, I haven't seen any candidates around here yet. Right now, it's just the media milling around. We're waiting for everyone to show up, but like you said, it'll be more closer to 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, when people start to show up and things really get going. Bob and Lauren.
Thanks, James. That's James Sears tonight.
Well, in other news, voters also headed out to the